What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and I gave everything up for this upgrade. You're looking at it right now. I spent everything. I'm down to 111k. I was up to like 3.2 mil, which is what I ultimately ended up spending for him. John Elway, I'll go over here and show you. It should be in my most recent bids. There he is right there. So I got it for 3.19. Over there on the side, you can see some of the other players that I got recently, just to kind of change up the way that I was playing, because the game has become more of you got to run a mixture. Like, you can't just run one thing. Like how I went to all the zone and the deep out KOs and all that stuff, and I was playing coverage. What happens is, if you play people that have John Elway, he gets the ball out like a real slinger one. And one of the bigger arguments that we've been having is the fact that Aaron Rodgers also has the same throwing motion, but it's not the same in game. And until you use John Elway, you don't really understand what I'm saying. A lot of people haven't been able to use John Elway. Remember, when John Elway was first released, one of my viewers lent him to me. So I had him within the first couple days. So I knew what his release was. And EA Sports is not in the business of losing money. So they're not going to make the Team Diamond card actually be less valuable to a card that they drop that you can complete sets for. And over the last couple days, since I told you guys about Aaron Rodgers, a lot of you guys have been raving about him. I actually sold him again. I pulled him earlier and sold him again for like 500 and change. Hold on, let me go ahead and show you guys what's going on, just so you guys can see. It's not a game out here. Where is he? Where is Aaron? There he is, right here. So I sold him for 600. Okay, so this is a card that I originally sold for 797 2 days ago, and then I just sold them for 6. So as much as you guys are like, yo, Aaron Rodgers, it's not the same thing, because one of the things that we know, and regardless of it being a set card, the card itself would hold value, regardless of whatever it is, because the other card, which is Randy Moss, he's also pretty good, but he's going to naturally come down because there's other cards that are suitable, and the game is all about mossing. And let's just be honest, they make Randy Moss like a stick figure. I'm going to actually go after him anyway because of, simply because of his speed. But Aaron Rodgers is like, he's just nowhere near it. And another thing that you guys are not realizing is that the value of AP is so critical in this game. So if you're one of those players that play it to grind it and get like, whatever the rewards are, like myself, I'll go through the competitive pass every week and all that stuff, you're going to always update what you're doing. Because if you don't, you're going to get caught slipping. And EA Sports is waiting for you to fall. And with those, in that regard, I want to make sure that you guys more or less understand what's happening. So you're going to see that his card is going to be teetering, coming down as people get we can expect the Blitz promo to go ahead and be, probably dropping some really, really good cards. But I think EA Sports is going to continue to avoid letting a card be better than John Elway. Like I told you guys, when the Team Diamond dropped, probably until around the Zero Chill. Because they have to maintain it. Remember, so many people have been wrongfully banned for completing the set, buying a gold card for too much, different things like that. EA is still probably trying to figure that aspect out. They're not going to make it so that all of a sudden, this guy, you could get Aaron Rodgers for 600k and then his value's like that. EA don't do that. And they haven't done that since abilities have been in the game. There's never been a case where EA Sports, remember when they dropped the Dan Marino Team Diamond and everybody's like, yo, he's so slow, but everybody was using him because he got Hot Route Master and stuff like that early? Understand what I'm telling you. EA Sports they're not going to lose money no matter how many glitches you guys come up with or whatever. They're always going to find a way to make money. And this guy is a moneymaker for them because he has all the things that I'm going to show you right now that you need to make the game playable. All right, all the throws that you have issues with as far as like, the regular overthrows, are you going to get that with John Elway? Yes. In some cases, he will overthrow the ball with Fearless and everything else, but he throws the ball so much better. And he's like that vintage Aaron Rodgers. For those of you guys that have been with me, at least since Madden 20, you guys remember I went through the whole year just playing with Aaron Rodgers and I had no abilities on him because he threw the ball that fast. EA Sports has never forgotten that. And in that year of Madden 20, I scored the most points on PS4 in Weekend League. Okay, and that was acclaimed by, validated by RG at Madden. Because I was just mossing dudes uncontrollably because the ball came out so fast, it was nothing you can do about it, and there was no other quarterback at that time that could really do anything about it. All right, so that was one of the major situations that was going on back then, and EA has learned from that, so they don't want to give you cards that you can get away with spending less for willy-nilly. They don't want to do that because how are they making money? It doesn't make any sense. So in that regard, we were able to get John Elway. Now look, hear me out. The gunslinger, is it necessary? I would say it depends on how you play the game. It's gonna be a faster speed, right? But you need the set feet lead with it. The problem is, right, if you don't pick Hot Route Master in any of these first ones, it's either Hot Route Master or Gunslinger, right? You can't, like, it's not gonna work out. The Pass Lead Elite, I probably wouldn't waste that on there. I think it's sort of like what they did with Acrobat. Remember when Pass Lead Elite was a thing, everybody was running PLE, it was all good. EA wanted to go away from everybody having it automatically, so they, made it really, really high with AP, similar to Acrobat on the defensive side, so that you go someplace else. So set feet lead is obviously something that I would definitely say, you know what, go ahead and rock that, okay? Now, just hear me out with this, right? Because we have to pick, because there's no, you see like how they're only in the first two, and also you got the High Point Deadeye. I wonder if we should probably rock that, because I rocked this in franchise and it really works. It says under 20 yards, but in the franchise it just said it grants perfect accuracy on all high throws. So this is saying under 20 yards, so then that's not really worth it. But you can see Hot Route Master has to be dealt with in the first two. So we get the 1 AP Gunslinger and you get the 1 AP Fearless. There's no comparison with that. So as far as the Hot Route Master goes, I don't really need it on his card, so it doesn't really matter in my situation. The way I play the game, it doesn't matter. For you, it may make more sense to forego Gunslinger and get Hot Route Master, but you're gonna notice the lack of the zip on the ball. It's worth a shot though to check it out. But again, in certain cases where you play people that run man coverage and they switch to zone and you do a lot of stuff, it may be more valuable in that regard to have Hot Route Master, but those are the things that I have on him now. Now let's check it out. 99 throw power. Okay, he gets the +4 for my strategy card, which is the legendary one. I'll show you guys that in a second for those of you guys who know what's going on. Deep accuracy, 97. Everything 97 high, speed 81. But I'm just letting you guys know, overall, with everything that goes on within the game, it's no comparison. All right, I sold everything off. I got donations from my the dudes that really want to see me doing well. Shout out to my viewers that came through. I think what was it? Hold on, I gotta remember the names. Tyrell hit me off because he couldn't get the Jordan 1s, and then we have Felix the House Cat, the #1 house music man in America, dude, or in the world. He's global. Search Felix the House Cat on Instagram. Search his albums and let him know that GmiasWorld sent you. Like, the dude is just the GOAT. So those guys contributed and we were able to do that, and I sold off a lot of other players in order to get them. But I'm going to just go ahead really quickly, show you guys the strategy cards that I use for him to get that throw power to where it's at. And then you guys got to make a decision, because we can wait. You can definitely wait until they drop all the other blitz stuff that's coming. Absolutely, I'm with you. I'm not saying to do this right now. That's not what I'm saying, but this is the card that you're gonna need, and it comes with the additional +1 throw power with the arm on the right side, doing the fist. It's 2 of them, but that one with the arm is the one you need. Let it rip. And that's pretty much what it is, bro. I sold everything to get this upgrade, bro, and I couldn't be happier. Could he be raid sold by the next video? Maybe. But guess where you are? GmiasWorld. I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.